There are moments in life when everything feels uncertain. Moments when prayers seem unanswered. Moments when the future looks unclear. Moments when the people you trusted disappoint you. Moments when your own strength is not enough. And in those moments, one question rises above all others. What am I standing on? Because when storms come, and they will come, the strength of a building is not determined by its beauty. It is determined by its foundation. The same is true for our spiritual lives. Many people build their lives on success. Others build on relationships. Some build on money. Some build on popularity. Some build on their own abilities. But what happens when those things begin to shake? What happens when the relationship ends? What happens when the money runs out? What happens when the opportunity disappears? What happens when the diagnosis comes? What happens when the dream takes longer than expected? What happens when life doesn't go according to plan? The answer depends on the foundation beneath your feet. Today, we are going to explore the foundation of faith. Not shallow faith, not temporary faith, not emotional faith that disappears when problems arise, but the kind of faith that remains standing in the middle of the storm. The kind of faith that holds on when tears fill your eyes. The kind of faith that whispers, God is still good, even when life is difficult. Because faith is not merely a religious word. Faith is the bridge between God's promises and our reality. And every believer must learn how to build that foundation. What is faith? Many people think faith is simply believing something will happen. But biblical faith is much deeper. Faith is trusting God even when you cannot see the entire picture. Faith is believing God's character when circumstances seem confusing. Faith is choosing to walk with God when the path ahead is unclear. The Bible tells us in Hebrews 11 verse 1, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Think about that for a moment. Faith gives substance to hope. Faith becomes evidence before visible proof arrives. Faith says, I don't see the answer yet, but I know God is working. Faith says, I don't understand everything, but I trust the one who does. Faith says, the situation looks impossible, but my God specializes in impossible situations. Faith begins with knowing God.